Hello guys. Just getting on here to make a quick video about some psychological things and stuff in my mind currently. But the main topic of this video is you're not going to have it all figured out from the beginning of one of your endeavors or process. So, we all know what that means. You do something and you chase something and you want to have all your ducks in a row and everything lined up in a specific way. And part of learning and grasping something is not knowing about it. And that's very hard for us to take as humans because we want to have assurance about everything in our life in general. But that's the thing we can't control is there's a process of learning something that we cannot. It's going to take time no matter how hard we try and how hard we try to speed up the process. It just takes time in order to learn a skill, in order to get good at a skill, or in order to start making money from your business or any other entrepreneurial thing you're doing, whether it's related to that or not. But even specifically, I can talk for trading and how you have to be very patient with learning a model and backtesting a model and getting data on your system, because it doesn't just happen overnight. It's something you pour countless hours into and countless just time developing and fixing little nuanced things until you find something that you can work with every day. And so that's been something I've been struggling lately is now that I'm getting into another endeavor next to my trading, as I'm getting into remote sales and high ticket sales. Oops. I'm also playing a game. I don't know if you can tell. But as I'm doing that, I realize I'm at the stage I'm in my training where I'm like, okay, I'm technically a beginner and a newbie to this, and I want to, because I feel like I can conquer anything after freaking mastering a trading model or getting good at trading. I'm like, man, let me just get this in freaking, I can get this in a week. I can master it all in a week. I can get it all done, because I feel like after doing trading and getting really good at it, I can do anything now. But what I need to realize is, and I need to humble myself, is I have to become have that childlike mentality again and humble myself before it. Because if I don't, I'll just go into there and just start acting like I know everything when in reality, I don't actually know everything. And I need to take the time and take the process as it should be instead of trying to rush the process. And I don't know if this applies to y'all or not. I just want to talk about it because I put so much pressure on myself that it almost just hurts me in a way, because it's not even beneficial to my life in general. Because when I add so much pressure to these ideals of like, hey, I got to get this figured out, I got to get on a roll, an offer, or whatever, if it's related to sales, trading, e-commerce, business, you name it, it's all the same. I need this payout before this date, or I need this amount of money, or whatever your attachment is. You got to realize that it's not in your control. You can do the factors to get it every day. You can take the trades. You can backtest your strategy. You can reach out to leads if it's a sales, or you can get work on your website for e-commerce, or literally do all the different actions you need to do in order to get there. But in the end, there's a time factor that we cannot control with that model. And so the time factor is, hey, you can do it all and you can pour your time and energy into it, but you're going to have to wait to get the results you want to get. And that's hard for a lot of people to accept. And that's number one, hard for me to accept, because as I'm diving into remote sales and trying to master it and get good at it, I'm getting impatient with myself, and I want to get from A to B as fast as possible, where I realize I need to take it slow and I need to humble myself before it and try not to be a super egotistical guy coming into it. Like, hey, I got all inflated from trading and how I've gotten good at trading and that essence, where I'm like, hey, this is something remotely different than trading, and I need to learn it and come into it with a clear mindset and, start fresh, which is hard for me to accept because I feel like I can just add on from my other experience and stuff, which I can in a sense, because it's all kind of the same and different in all different business realms. But I have to bring in a new mindset into this and stop putting so much pressure on myself where I just fall into self-loathing Like today, I just experienced a massive amount of pressure. Like, hey, I didn't do my outreach, or I didn't do this, or I didn't reach out to these leads, or whatever it's related to. And it just, it's just not necessary to add that. Like, if as long as you're doing what you need to do and checking it off your list, it's just the extra pressure is not, it's not going to benefit you in any way, shape, or form. And so seeing that and how that doesn't even benefit me all, it just slows me down, sitting there and loathing in my pain and suffering with this aspect of it. I realize that it's not even going to benefit me in the first place. So number one lesson from this is to take time and believe in the process and just put consistent effort in without pretty much beating yourself up over the aspect of not getting to where you want to be. And yeah, that's really it. Just have fun enjoying the process and stop rushing the outcome of it. Because if you rush it, you're just going to make it worse for you. And you're going to just add extra pressure that is really not needed at the end of the day, because we need to actually, enjoy building and growing and learning. Just like any other skill, it's going to take time to learn and develop into. You got to take it one step at a time and enjoy it along the way, instead of just, rushing it all and then making it worse in the end because you rushed it and you missed some nuanced things, and you weren't even happy in the first place because you're rushing it and you're all stressed out and you weren't even, taking it seriously. So that's it, boys. Talking about stop rushing and stressing about little things, and do not stress about things you can't control, because there's certain aspects of everything that you just have to let God play into. Peace.